early Rome fought in a phalanx. I mean, from the dawn of human civilization all the way up to like World War One, humans have used the spear. Like, what is a bayonet on the end of a rifle if not a spear, right? And we've been using spears from the dawn of human civilization. Before that, when we're fighting woolly mammoths, right? We use spears to kill them. We hunt with spears. Humans really like the spear. That is the weapon of the human. So yeah, it just makes sense that everyone fought with spears, just in different ways. Macedon, they fought with the phalanx. The Greeks fought with the hoplite. It doesn't take a whole lot of metal to make a spear. It's a tiny bit of metal and a long stick. It's really cost efficient, right? It's very cheap to make. You can make a whole fuck ton of them. It takes less iron or takes less metal than it takes to make a sword. It's just a really, really bloody good weapon. So yeah, it just makes sense that the Romans used it. But then they changed the gladius, and I think really that if Rome didn't move to the gladius, then swords wouldn't be so romanticized as they are nowadays. I really think that. Do you have a job? You do not. You can go to the Olympics then. Because right now, you gotta admit, swords are very heavily romanticized. Like, they're seen as the primary weapon of war for the medieval period, and it just wasn't the case. The primary method of warfare, they used the spear. Everyone used the spear. Spear is a boss weapon. Spear is the chaddiest of Chad weapons. Alright, I think I want to go have a big old battle with the Romans, and then I would like to peace out. Swords are for the rich. Yes, exactly. You know, arming an entire army with spears versus arming an entire army with swords, the difference in cost is staggering. Absolutely staggering. So yeah, it just makes sense that spears were the primary method. We need a new epistrategos. Let's go with Mr. Prepaleus, Antipatrid. How did you lose your job? Let's go with you. We're at war. We do have a disloyal province. I feel like we can probably peace out before the end of the war, which is going to be really good for us. I need to take this, probably. I think I'm going to push my borders to own all of Macedon. So I might want to take that, which means, do I need another fortress to siege? I don't think I do. No, I don't. I just need to siege Malvesia. Alright, let's get involved. Hey, that's another tech. We didn't win. Oh, damn it. We didn't get involved. Oh, we did. Nice. Haha, get screwed, Consul of Rome. He was a Consul of Rome! And now he's been told to get packing. Yeah, I think I want to take this. The whole entirety of Macedon will be ours. We're also going to take a little bit into Illyria. But not all of it, of course, because that's a bloody huge mess of land. The pilum was a very important innovation for the Romans. It would penetrate shields, and even if it did no damage, it would make the shield heavier and easier to drop, which is important for fighting their formations at the time. Another really freaking interesting thing about the pilum is the way that they were designed to the head of the pilum. The pilum is basically a short spear that you throw. It's weighted to be thrown, right? So again, spears really important. But the interesting part about it is that the head of it, the only bit that's iron, I think they actually had iron at the other end as well, but either way, the small bit of iron or whatever metal they're using, it was iron, but you know, it was held to the wooden shaft with a tiny little peg that was not especially strong. So once it was thrown and hit the enemy shield, that little peg would break off and become I mean, the pilum would not be able to be retrieved and thrown back at the Romans, and just the thought and planning that goes into designing something like that it's just really impressive. Like, the Romans, I really think they're impressive. I like I'm a bit of a Romanophile. I'll accept that. So yeah, you know, they would, you can't easily, like, take it out of your shield, or, I mean, if you're going to take it out of your shield, you're making yourself horribly vulnerable. Yeah, it's just, it's really cool. I like the pilum, I like the Romans. It's cool. Atopo, thank you very much for the Prime. Much appreciated, man, thank you. Alright, I think we're good to peace out. We had a battle, we took some land, and the Romans have lost. So they would accept white peace. Obviously, we're going to prioritize Epirus. I think I'm going to prioritize the coastline of Illyria. I want that. That, Stopy. I want that. Oh man, that's getting really up there with the aggressive expansion. Tell you what. Sure, I do want to go further down the martial advances, but if we defend Liberty, that's 10% less aggressive expansion. I got 1 in innovation left. I could get negative 2.5% again. Is that worth it? What is down this tree? Subjects. Reduced intervention restrictions. Excuse me? What is intervention? I'm gonna have to look into that. Claim fabrication speed, subject's opinion of us. Releasing subjects from a land outside of peace deals will now reduce aggressive expansion by 5. It will cause a released subject to become a tributary instead of a client state. Okay. War propaganda. More aggressive expansion, mercenary alliance, national seal, moving opponent ambassadors. I don't think I'll go with this. But martial advances, I'll definitely be going with that. Yeah, let's grab that then. And what I'm also going to do is slightly game the game, just a little bit. We're going to raise the rest of our levies, and then we're going to peace out. It's now at 29. It's still a fucking ton of aggressive expansion, but we do have a lot of stability. Could I go further? I mean, we really need to put a dent in the Romans. That is an absolute necessity. The dent in the Romans needs to be made. So I'm going to do it. Damn. Oh. Hopefully that was not a mistake. Those are rookie numbers. Sure, 38 doesn't seem like a lot, but wait until we got a monthly tick, right? This 0.09 that we're losing in stability a month is now 0.38. That's a lot of stability to lose every month. Etruria won their war. Oh my god, they did. Rome. Oh. So, to go back and say why this happened, Rome invaded Carthage, and they did really well against Carthage. They brought their legions to Africa and fought the Carthaginians here, doing really well. They took the rest of Sicily, but then they started a war against Etruria when they really were not ready for it. And then I jumped on them as well, so they could not focus their efforts in one place. So, yeah, we just picked them off. Nice! Alright, let's disband all of the levies, gaining ourselves a little bit of lovely stuff. Nice. Now we've got Illyria as well, which we need to govern. Right. As for our military tradition, I'm going to get Veterans of the Great Campaign. I probably should have taken that as well. Oh, never mind. Gonna grab that. That's nice. Let us... Oh, nice. Let us get a governor for Illyria. And I'm gonna go with... Ophalaeus has got some corruption, so I don't want you. Philippus Aleodid, you could do the job. Yes, what's this? Benefactor. Slave happiness is decent, actually. Yeah, let's go with Lysippus Alexandrid. Are you corrupt? Oh, you are corrupt. Fuck you then. Corruption sucks. Check for the good general. In fairness, Illyria doesn't really need a good general. It can only raise a tiny, tiny portion of troops anyway. It will be important, but not yet. Now, this fort can be deleted, because you know what, so can this one. I will be building them. I'll build one in Parthos. If I build one in Parthos, that's going to defend me well enough, because to get to here, they would first obviously need to go to Demalion, and from Demalion they would need to go to Parthos. So, Parthos is the place for the fort. I will build it now as well. I don't believe you need a fort anymore. We've got Stoby with a fort. I'm going to keep Stoby with a fort. It's a nice choke point between Blazora would be better, but this has already got one, so we'll keep it. If you're going to invade Pella from the north, you have to go through Stoby, so it's perfect. Scalpoi being the capital here is good. I will keep the fort here as well. That's a bloody good place for a fort. Probably will build a fort in Grabaean as well. With the army, I will now get rid of the light cavalry that it had added. Yeah, let's get rid of you. Can I increase the size of my legion now? No. But you can go march to Pella. This fort will stay as well. It's a good place. What else could we got? Right, one thing that I want to check is in the settlement buildings, tribal settlements. I really don't like them. Thankfully, we have none of them. If we had some of them, we could delete them from this screen, which is just delightful. I'll explain how. Provincial legations, do we have any of those? No. Okay, farming settlements, we have some. So say we didn't want a farming settlement in Baroya, we could just right-click to destroy it from this screen. This is game-changing. It really is, because I really don't like the tribal settlement. I don't rate tribesmen, so getting rid of them is something I always had to do manually by clicking on each province and then deleting them from this screen. It sucked. It really, really sucked. So yeah, being able to delete from that screen is just way, way easier. Also, you only need to be level 1 fort. Alright, what's the trick with raising levies before piecing out? So, I did not do it right. I needed to raise them and leave them up for about 4 months, I believe. But when you disband levies, the amount of military experience you gain when disbanding is based on the experience that they have. And because I had a... because I just taken an invention, I think it was, that gave me starting experience, the levies that I raised in Cyprus had some experience. So when I disbanded them, they would have given me a bit more military experience. Unfortunately, I didn't leave them up long enough, so it didn't actually make any difference at all. Where would North Macedon be on this map? As in the country that used to be called Fyrom, the former Yugoslav. It's like here, isn't it? It's like here-ish, maybe. I don't know exactly, but around here. What do engineers do? Okay, so engineers are really interesting. If you have more engineers than an army that you are fighting, say you cross from Abydos into Sestos, and there's an army waiting for you. If you have enough engineers, you will not suffer the straight crossing penalty. It's not the only thing, though, as well. They are very good at sieges, so... can we look at someone's siege? I don't think I can see anyone near me with a siege. Holy fuck, Seleucids are here. When did this happen? Oh, shite, man. That's scary. Oh, Jesus. Anyway, for every... if you're sieging a level 1 fort, which say this one is, having 2 siege engineers will give you an extra 1, just the same as if you had taken sapping, like +1 siege engineers. You get that from having 2 engineers in your army. If it's level 2 fort, you need 4 to get that same bonus, and so on and so forth. Seleucid Bulgaria, Jesus, yeah, that's a thing. That's a thing and a half. Damn. All right, we have some missions to take. So first off, we have dominated Epirus. So Pasron is owned by us. Yes, one of the following must be true. Epirus does not exist or is a subject. Epirus holds no territory in the regions of Greece, Macedonia, or Illyria. So on completion, we gain popularity. We gain manpower, recovery speed, light infantry discipline. Epirot culture gains Molossian pride, giving them negative cultural happiness and cultural freeman output for a hefty amount of time. I don't even think that's a really good bonus. I mean, I'll take the manpower recovery speed, I guess. The subjugation of the Epirots ends the days of a long-suffered thorn in Macedon's side and humbles the Aeacid dynasty. It doesn't really, because we took it off the Romans, with its lofty pretensions to Macedon's throne. The hardy fighters of the Molossian tribes will now learn to serve our ambitions. We now, Achilles! We also have Antigonid royalty. Ooh. So, if I have Emathia, Pelagonia, Thessaly, Chalcidice, and have a legion, then I get Antigonid royalty. Is that a legion honor? Oh, if that's a legion honor, that's so cool. Infantry discipline 10% is really nice. Though we may have been chased out of Antigonus' spear-won Eastern Kingdom, our successors in the West have perhaps redeemed our dynasty in the eyes of our ancestors and the gods. The Antipatrids have been chased out of Alexander's kingdom, and the Antigonids have returned to their ancestral homeland as the rightful kings of Macedon. Oh, damn it, it wasn't a thing. Maybe it is if I give it a monthly tick. But where would that bonus be? There it is. Until the end, well, until the end of the game, this has Antigonid royalty as a modifier. Just make it a Legion Honor. Oh, I suppose they can't make it a Legion Honor because Legion Honors are DLC specific. Damn it. Meshuva, thank you very much for the Prime. Do I have any integrated cultures? I do. I have integrated the Thessalians and the Lacedaemonians. I'm considering doing the Epirots, but there's only 50 of them. It says 105, but, 52 of them are slaves. Whereas we'd get more from the Propontics. And if I was to get Propontics, there are more Propontics on the other side of the Bosporus here. There's a few Epirots in Rome as well. Yeah. I don't think I'll make the Epirots integrated. I don't think it's worth it. We've got a risk of rebellion in Cara Inferioris. It's 9. I'm not going to be able to change it. I'm just going to set it free, I think. Governorships. No, provinces. Sort by loyalty. Cara Inferioris. Release subject. So we got a client state here now called Alabanda. Cool, if you say so. So we got a client state, and that solves our issue with that area. Why did I only do it to citizen and not noble? I have no idea. Honestly, I don't know what the difference is. So I just made it so that the Macedonians could be the big wigs. I mean, they didn't have many nobles anyway. Oh, I guess the Lacedaemonians have 9. 73 dudes there. Lycians, we have one slave of Lycian culture. Upgrading to nobles has another big happiness penalty for everyone. Oh yeah, that too. Yeah, what Nefarious Bread said. Yeah, because it's in here, number of integrated cultures, and that would go down even further. Yeah. Alright, that's a really nice win for us. I consider this a solid win. A victory of the highest caliber. I have a lot of money as well, so we're going to upgrade Pella. We haven't touched Pella in a while. I want a foundry. I want another level of port. I want a fucking grand temple and a grand theater. Is what I want. But we'll make the nobles happy. I believe there's some nobles here. There's 12 nobles here. If we make them a bit happy, that might be good. So we'll build ourselves an academy as well. Lovely. I'm not going to lie, I feel culture is the one thing I still don't quite completely understand. I agree. When culture was added, it was like, oh, there's all these mechanics that I'm not sure really work all that well just yet. But looking at it now, I mean, the plan for levies and, you know, culturally integrated levies and such was clearly on the cards and planned out when they made the culture update. Very much so. Which I think is, you know, having that forethought is really interesting. You are now old enough to make babies. Can you make a baby with anybody with the blood of the Argeads trait? That's Antigonus, we don't care about that. There is no one just yet. Who did I marry off? I married off my daughter. You are married to you. These kids have the blood of the Argeads. Please say that there is a... Is that female? Yes, it is. Okay, so we got one girl here. You, milady, need to have that. I'm going to hope that I can marry you to you. So you're not getting a kid yet. I think that's good. Pella needs an aqueduct to grow. I hate aqueducts. Yeah, it probably does, but at the same time, I really dislike aqueducts. Fugitives cross the borders from... Fleeing the dreadful war with Carthage, a number of important dignitaries have managed to escape. Fleeing the war with Carthage. Whose war with Carthage? Rome's? Massilians have come over. I mean, nah. Is Carthage at war? No. I kind of think I want to be friends with Etruria. Shove that alliance down Rome's throat. That'd be good. Massilia is like the country that's here. Or is it the one that's up here? No, this is Massalia. It's close enough, but it's not the same. We've got some excellent conditions in Eritrea. I'm going to say that they have it under control, get a little bit of money, and the slaves are happy. Or I could get some money, or I could get the slaves to do more, but I lose some political influence. I think this is just objectively better. Yeah, they have it under control. It's fine. It's fine. It's all good. It's all good. Carthage just conquered them. Oh, okay. Fair enough then. So have you march south. We can make roads now as well, but it's... Wait, it's only 10? I thought it was... I haven't got any things to make it cheaper, though. I thought it was 25. Shit, we can build roads now. Do I want to build a road yet? Probably not, actually. Maybe I'll build one in Pella, just to boost Pella a bit. As a rule of thumb, same culture group minorities are to be assimilated, since they're easier to assimilate and keep happy. Factors to consider integration: you need more levies, you like the levy composition. Yeah. I don't know what I would integrate with other cultures. I mean, I generally go with who's got the biggest one. So maybe something like Armenian would be delightful to integrate. Adrician would be pretty good to integrate. How many? I should have some Adrician popes. How many have I got? 72. But if we conquered Adricia, we'd have a lot more. Shit, if that's only 10, let's build to there and go back to Pella and have one there, one there, one there. Also, another thing that's been fixed is this road building animation. It used to have a hard, like, jump cut, and now that's not the case. What about integrating the Romans? Yeah, no. If we were to take more, if we were planning on conquering Rome, yeah, absolutely, that would be a bloody good idea. without a shadow of a doubt. However, I don't plan on going into Italy. It'll be really good for us, no word of a lie. Like, conquering this would rule. Although, having said that, Romans haven't really integrated the rest of Italy yet. So it's not actually as valuable right now to integrate them, even if I was to go into Italy. It'd be better to wait until they've, assimilated the rest of Italy.